you have this concept which I really loved, which you talk about being the three-legged stool. And there are the three pillars with the three legs of the stool. I'd love you to talk a bit about them because I found that to be very interesting.
Core happiness, right? Core happiness is what I think all humans want. Happiness gets misinterpreted by society, I think, a lot, where we now think it is about having a smile on our face the whole time. We think it's about that billboard image of the smiling couple on the beach with their children and the ocean behind them. Okay, what is that? That's a pleasurable experience. It can form part of a happy life. But I don't think that's happiness in and of itself. But I think many of us think that is happiness. And therefore we feel, substandard that we can't meet that goal. Our day to day life is full of struggles and obstacles and adversity. And so I try to reframe it for people and take a step back and go, okay, when we think about humans wanting happiness, what are we talking about? We're talking about what I call core happiness in this book. And it's like a three-legged stool. And each of these legs is separate but essential. And the three
Mm.
legs are alignment, contentment, and control. Now, I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Does this model work in every single situation? And so far, I really think it does. And I've created it in a way that happiness can seem like this kind of vague, ethereal concept. And I wanted to make it really practical and show people that, look, happiness is a skill. It is a skill you can develop, you can work on, you can get better at if you know what to practice on. And if you know what to practice, and so we've got these three legs that you can work on in your life. So what do I mean by those three things? Well, what do I mean by the first one? Alignment.
Mm.
So alignment is when the person who you are truly are inside and the person who you are actually being out there in the world are one and the same. Now, it sounds quite simple, but it really isn't, because many of us develop aspects of our personality, of our life to fit in with other people. And before we know it, we realize, who are we? Why are we living
Mm.
a life that's not truly ours, whether it's in our job, whether it's the way we show up with our friends or our colleagues. And it's not like, oh, you read that and go, oh, yes, I'm going to be more aligned now. No, it's a process that takes time. And since my dad died 9 years ago, I've been on a very introspective journey to try and figure out my own life. Whose life am I really leading, or was I leading? Is it my life or someone else's? Why do certain things trigger me in certain ways? And it's through that inner journey that I'm at the point in my life now, in my early 40s, where I feel more calm, more content, more happy than I've ever been before.
Mm.
And it feels really great. And it's because I've been applying these lessons of this core happiness tool. So alignment is one of them. I'm much more aligned now than I was 5 years ago. And I hope in
Yeah.
2 years' time I'll be even more aligned than I am now. It's not like a one hit. It's constant work. And there's some really great exercises in the book to help them start that process. The second leg is contentment. And this is really about feeling calm and at peace with your life and your decisions. So, what are those things in our life that give us that sense of calm and peace? And the third leg is control.
Mm.
And I thought long and hard about the word control because I think control can be misinterpreted again, and I've tried to make it clear in the book what I mean. It's not about controlling your life or controlling the world. The world is inherently uncontrollable. We've seen that over the past couple of years, right? We can't control the world. This is about a sense of control. What are the things that you can do? What are those things that you can do in your life that give you a sense of control?